Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Newton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second about some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Aguilar. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented.
Turning it on! Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Vols send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Nestles it in at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. To the air, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And the Vols want to crank the tempo. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Burks. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. From the gun to give, looking for room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback making adjustments. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun to give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
There he goes. Just keeps moving. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll run play action. Lost, the defense is wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Headed outside for the line. It's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Ott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Burks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Took care of it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The throw. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Caught behind the line. It's Wheeler. Quick step and go. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Quick handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Aguilar. Makes the catch, it's Matthews. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. On the ground, it's Thomas. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. It'll be third and long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open, makes the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll go back to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Vols are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab near the sticks, it's Wheeler. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. A 1st and 10 for this offense. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Run from the shotgun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Vols decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Gibson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Makes the quick grab. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Defense dropping into soft coverage. The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And picking up the 1st down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Pulls it in. It's Tatum.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Gaines. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack. And
there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going for 6. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air, it's Aguilar. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to throw on 1st down. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gaines. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. One more play to pad the stats. Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This pass is caught by the back, but not in bounds, and it'll be 4th down.